You are watching Mr. Creepy Official. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe right now, because the story you're about to hear isn't just horror. It's something people claim follows you after you listen. The ghost that visited my room at 3 a.m. I never believed in ghosts. Not the kind that knock on doors. Not the kind that whisper your name. And definitely not the kind that come back every single night at the exact same time. But belief doesn't matter. Because some things don't need you to believe in them. They just need you to notice them. The apartment. The ad said, quiet, affordable, perfect for students. It should have said something else. Something honest. Something like, once you enter, something else notices you too. The building was old. Not broken, just tired. Like it had seen too much and decided not to tell anyone. Peeling paint. Flickering hallway lights. The kind that buzz softly like they're trying to speak. The landlord barely spoke. He handed me the keys with shaking hands. And then he said it. Slowly. Carefully. Like each word mattered. If you hear knocking at night, don't open your door. I smiled. Okay. I thought it was a joke. I wish it was. Night 1, the knock. 3 a.m. Exactly. Not 2:59. Not 3:01. Exactly 3 o'clock. I woke up like something had pulled me out of sleep. No dream. No sound. Just awake. And then. Knock. 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 Soft, measured. Too perfect. I stared at my door. Waited. Nothing. Then again. Knock. 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 Slower this time. Like whoever, or whatever, was outside, was enjoying this. I got up. Walked slowly. Each step felt heavier. Like the air itself didn't want me to reach the door. But curiosity is dangerous. And I've always had too much of it. I leaned toward the keyhole. And looked. Darkness. Not normal darkness. Not hallway darkness. This was deeper. Like looking into something that didn't reflect light. Something that absorbed it. The knocking stopped. Completely. Silence flooded the room. And before I could think, I opened the door. The first mistake. The hallway was empty. But something felt wrong. The air was colder. Too cold. And the hallway looked longer. Much longer than before. I stepped out. Just one step. And I swear. For a second. I felt like I wasn't alone. Like something had just moved. Right behind me. I turned. Nothing. But when I stepped back inside, my room felt different. Like I wasn't the only one in it anymore. Night 2, the voice. I didn't want to sleep. But sleep doesn't ask permission. 3 a.m. I woke up again. This time. I didn't move. I just listened. And then. Knock. 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 Same rhythm. Same door. But this time. There was something else. A voice. Soft. Familiar. Open the door. My chest tightened. Because I knew that voice. It was my mother. But that was impossible. She wasn't here. She couldn't be here. Monur, open the door, it's me. Tears filled my eyes. It sounded perfect. Every tone. Every breath. Exactly like her. But something inside me screamed. Don't move. Please. I'm scared. That broke me. I stood up. Walked toward the door. Hand trembling. But just as I reached for the handle, the voice changed. Mid-sentence. Glitching. Breaking. I'm, SCA, read, open, the, door. It twisted. Deepened. Became something else. Something wrong. I backed away. Slowly. And then. Bang. The door shook violently that I didn't sleep. I sat in the corner. Lights on. Watching. Waiting. 3 a.m. came. Nothing. 3:01. Still nothing. I almost felt relief. Then. Scratch. Slow. Dragging. Like fingernails peeling across wood. The sound moved across the door. Left to right. Top to bottom. Like something was, feeling it. Mapping it. Understanding it. Then it stopped. And I heard breathing. Right outside. Heavy. Wet. You saw me. The voice whispered. That's not allowed. My body froze. Now I can see you too. And then. The handle turned. Slowly. Deliberately, the next morning. Things were different. Subtle. But wrong. The hallway outside my room was longer. Much longer. Doors I had never seen before lined the walls. All closed. All silent. And something else. My reflection in the mirror was slightly delayed. Just for a second. But enough. Enough to notice. Enough to know. Something had changed. The landlord's secret. I went to him. Demanded answers. This time. He didn't avoid me. He looked defeated. You opened the door, he said. Not a question. A statement. I nodded slowly. He closed his eyes. You let it mark you. What is it? I asked. He whispered. It's not a ghost. That made my stomach drop. Then what is it? He looked at me. Eyes filled with something worse than fear. It's something that waits for permission. Night 5, it follows. I left. Packed my things. Stayed at a friend's house. Locked every door. Closed every window. Tried to feel safe. 3 a.m. Knock. 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 From the closet. I stopped breathing. My friend didn't wake up. Only I could hear it. You can't leave. It whispered. You opened the door. Night 6, the recording. I needed proof. So I recorded it. Set my phone facing the door. 3 a.m. The knocking. The scratching. The voice. Everything happened. But when I checked the video. Silence. No sound. No movement. Except. At 3:02 a.m. The door opened. Slowly. On its own. And something walked in. Not visible. But the shadows. They bent. Warped. Like something was passing through them. And then. The distortion stopped. Right in front of the camera. And leaned closer. Like it was. Looking back. Night 7, it doesn't knock anymore. I made a mistake. A bigger one. I left the door open. I thought. If it doesn't need to knock. Maybe it won't come. But I was wrong. At 3 a.m. It was already inside. Standing in the corner. watching me. I couldn't see it clearly, but I could feel its shape. Tall. Too tall. Head slightly tilted. Like it was studying me. Then it spoke. Right beside my ear. You learn fast. I stopped leaving the room. Because now, the hallway doesn't look the same. The doors outside, sometimes they open. And inside, I see rooms. Rooms that look exactly like mine. And inside those rooms, I see people. Sitting. Alone. Waiting. Just like I was. And sometimes, they look at me. And whisper. Don't open the door. Now. It's my turn. It doesn't wait for 3 a.m. anymore. It doesn't knock. It doesn't ask. It just stays. Closer every day. Sometimes, I hear myself talking. When I'm not speaking. Repeating things. Mocking me. And tonight, it stood right in front of me. Closer than ever before. And for the first time, I saw its face. Or something like a face. It looked like me. Smiling. Wider than I ever could. And it whispered. It's your turn to knock now. If you're watching this, and it's late at night, check the time. If it's close to 3 a.m., listen carefully. If you hear knocking, don't answer. If it calls your name, don't respond. And if you ever look through the keyhole, and see only darkness, step back. Immediately. Because that's not darkness. That's something looking back at you. If this story gave you chills, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. Creepy Official. Because the next story might sound even more real. And one day, you might realize these aren't just stories anymore.